Hello, my friends. My daily, I'm going to try and do daily, but this is my daily, for now, snow angel that I intend to just get this a little more leveled. And where is this going to be visible? Right about here, I guess. I don't like getting everything wet. It's just the wet part for now. I'd rather either get fully wet or not so fully wet. But anyways, don't have running water, so here I am doing my snow angels. Oh. In a way, I am kind of submerged in water. Just don't want it running into my lower end. Which it's doing anyways. Leaking down my pants. But hey, I took the dogs for a walk and I had to stay off the highway because there's a lot of skidooing people driving by, and Tor just thinks they're animals. Like literally an animal to chase. Doesn't see it as a car. But anyways, it's gorgeous out here. It's definitely not minus 28 anymore, like this morning. It's not hot, but it's in the sun. I just stay tuned into the sun and allowing my body to adapt. There. Got my heart that Raven and I had. Hers went with her into the cremation ashes. But through that, I feel is my little physical amulet attunement device, GPS, whatever you choose to call it. Transcendental meditation. It's amazing how peaceful everything can be when you shut off your mind. Oh, Wim, I cannot wait till I have more tools at my disposal. I'm a bit limited at the moment. Got the nature though, which is wonderful. And I got the cold. My doggies are loving this weather. For them, this is lying on a beach. One thing I must say, the most immediate aspect to this is I feel my mind just clear, and I'm sure half of it is being in the sun, being in nature, fresh air aspect, and half of it is the cold therapy. But and this is not extreme by any means, and part of why I'm doing it is to show people that there are things you can do They're not maybe as scary as jumping into a lake in the winter and stuff. You can do things at your own pace that are still quite effective, and then just work your way over time into deeper levels if you feel like it. What? What's going on, Tor? You hear that plane? Is that what it is? Hear the plane? Tor and Khaleesi do their Wim Hof treatments 24 hours a day. They don't quite understand us. But I feel closer to them when I'm doing this, for sure. Can't wait for my outdoor wood-fired sauna. When I know I can keep it up, I want to have bird feeders that I keep going all winter. Love to have a little pile of chickadees and blue jays jumping around. It really is so beautiful out here. Sometimes I think, unconsciously, I think to some degree there's a sense, like, to have this moment where I feel completely peaceful. I have to avoid having guilt almost for feeling this moment of peace when there's so much mess in the world. And I know I shouldn't feel that way. I think it kind of crosses in with like survivor's guilt and other levels of very complex aspects of things. But same thing with Raven leaving in August. I think mixed up in that whole surviving, thriving, grieving, up and down, whatever processing that happens individually for each person, I think once again there is an aspect where you find yourself in a moment, finally having a moment of happiness and wonderment or something, and then it clicks. You're like, oh, I always have this when I'm with my partner and they're gone, and then it just slams you back into a controlled level of experience. And once again, I think it's important to deep dive into those when you get pulled in, but not to entertain them, not to adapt to that frequency, that wavelength. So they are important to dive into, but not to stay in. Just like the Wim Hof method, right? He's not suggesting that you go and live in cold water. It's a dip in and then come back to reality, a dip in and come back to reality. And I think that's a clue there. Using small stressors to adapt to yourself and then go back into the real world and then back and forth. There's something to that I'm tuning in with from my own experience with losing Raven and with the world at large. I don't know, it's just a feeling at the moment. Should really have a lawn chair out here so I could really stretch out. From my experience, I think the snow angel is the perfect subtle Wim Hoff thing. And I love the angel aspect, the symbolism, leaving a sort of a soul print of sorts in the snow. But I do feel that it's something subtle enough that anyone, more or less, could do it if they felt like it. So I invite you guys watching this, someone get out there and do it and make a video of it and share it on my page. Who is the one that's going to do it, or how many of you will do it? And then give me your feedback if you would. It's something, little bite-sized pieces that you can do. And then just let me know how you feel right away and then after. Now, what I find is important is not to overdo it, not take yourself to the point of convulsive shivers, but also Wim Hof recommended not to quickly warm yourself up. So I go into my, like a normal room temperature, but I don't go and layer myself too much and sit in front of a heater. I just manage my slow warming up. If I start to feel like I've gone a bit too far, then I'll do what I need to do. But part of the secret seems to be in allowing yourself to adapt and bring yourself back. And it makes me think about with running or cycling or anything where you bring your heart rate up, and then when you know you're progressing is when your heart rate can go back to normal quicker. I think there's an aspect to that, you know, the adaptation part of it. And there's all the other spiritual levels as well. I could imagine, just like there is with surfing and others, sports and techniques. But the universe, I believe, offers everything always to us. It's just when and if and how we're tuned in and receptive to those messages. Because here I am, yesterday I was flailing. A bunch of things triggered me, survival things. And I'm just amazed how quick I was able to rechannel things and adapt. With the help of some friends that just reminded me, hey, you seem to be a bit triggered. Perhaps this, perhaps that. Try this. And I welcome that feedback, because there's other times where I'll be doing it to you, and because we all fall off that wagon at times. Well, I'm gonna have to get back to things I gotta do. I got a lot to do today. I gotta go into town as well. So have a wonderful day, everyone. And let me know, anyone that feels like doing this. I just love to see another video of someone giving it a go. Doesn't matter, just do a quick snow angel and run back into the house. Whatever you need to do, just give it a go.